Time for Law and Disorder.
I demand a lawyer.
With attorney Jeff Kaufman on 101.1 WJRR.
We are Orlando's rock station. Jeff Kaufman from Kaufman Lynd, fine personal injury firm here in Central Florida. If you or someone you know has been injured in any way, shape, or form for any reason whatsoever, and you think you might need an attorney to get involved, can't hurt to pick up the phone and check with Jeff.
Very easy to get in touch with him. 3 different ways. Jeff at whenyouneedus.com is his email. Again, Jeff at whenyouneedus.com. Pound 546 on your cell or 407-500-JEFF.
Well, that was really nice of you, too. I mean, you're right, but I mean, it was nice to hear.
What? Hear what? What are you talking about?
You're always talking nice about me. I like that.
No, you help out our listeners, a bunch of them, and we appreciate that.
Jeff, you texted us that you were coming in hot, which means you're running a little late. You get stuck behind a school bus because it's back to school this morning.
I wish that was the problem. No, it was the elevator in my building. The elevator in my building was jammed. Ooh. I guess a lot of kids going to school, but it was like 20 minutes to get into the elevator. And I got 2 bags because I'm heading to Tennessee. I have a trial in Tennessee that starts tomorrow morning.
Oh, and you live like what? Way
bit.
Up.
A little bit, yeah. 16.
Are you in the penthouse?
No, I'm not like the Jeffersons.
Is there a penthouse in your building?
Yeah.
Have you ever been in it?
There's a doctor in it. I always see him come up in his scrubs.
Yeah.
I wonder why the scrub thing. I guess it's to tell everyone. I mean, that'd be like me carrying a briefcase with a big scales of justice on it at all times.
No, it's just because they're going to work, and that's what they wear to work, right?
I guess so, but I mean, the point of it is so you could throw them out because you can get stuff on them. I mean, that's the whole idea. They're like disposable, so you can get rid of them. Mm-hmm. But I guess, after touching everybody all day, you kind of like want to wash them yourself.
Yeah, where my wife works, if they want to, they can wear scrubs to work.
Oh, I would wear scrubs.
I told her this. I'm like, I would be on that all day long.
Pajamas, yeah.
All day long.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
I win the lottery. That's all I'm going to wear, pajamas from now on.
Then people giving you credit,
Yeah, well.
Hey, thanks for what you do.
Thanks for your service, yeah.
There's more like comfort in my thought process than...
Yeah.
And then not having to pick out an outfit like we have to, yeah.
It's like always being on a cruise boat with your linen pants. That's the way it goes.
She just goes, they let us wear jeans. I'm like, oh, yeah.
Well, all right. Remember when you text these questions into 22526, please keep them brief. This one is, long story short, got pulled over and issued a notice to appear facing a second-degree misdemeanor charge for attaching a tag that wasn't assigned. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, they put a wrong license that wasn't for the car that it's supposed to be on.
Yeah, they said, I don't have a criminal record at all. That alone saved me from being arrested. Is it best to plead not guilty and take my chances at being acquitted as opposed to pleading guilty and taking my chances at possible jail time and or probation?
I'd contact one of those $150 attorneys.
Like ticket clinic or something,
clinic
right?
Guys. Yeah, just to handle, not for personal injury, but for like a ticket.
Yeah.
What is it? If you don't see this as much anymore, someone puts lost tag, and then they just handwrite what their number was. Is a cop going to let that fly if it's a legit?
I don't know. If you say you went in, I mean, the fact is this: you get a new tag in a day or two if there isn't a problem. Mm-hmm. I mean, but if there is a problem, that's probably why you're driving around without it.
Hey, speaking of driving, don't forget with it being the first day of school, there's different rules. They were just showing them up on the news with the buses and when they have their little stop thing.
You can't pass them. Passing a bus when it's stopped, things like that. Don't get involved with that. There's also, remember, all those the school zones now still apply, and those are some big tickets. You hit one of those.
Oh, that would have been bad. Right after your elevator's broken.
Stop it. Why wish that upon me? Come on, man.
No, and you're coming in hot. Oh, God. No, man. You made it here.
I know, but, of course, one earbud's out of the earphone. A lot of things are happening. I'm just hoping it ends with this one.
Yeah,
how much do you sink into those earphone or headphones there?
Franklin, about $100.
Really? Those
things? I had them for about a year and a half. I mean,
we got to get you into the world of the Sony MDR 7506.
I had the big headsets. I don't like having them on my head.
No, you didn't have the headsets.
No, I don't like having them on my melon. It's a lot more comfortable. I'm not on like you guys are. I can do 10 minutes with these things.
That's true. Is it illegal if you want to get some good inner ear things? You talk to
dude.
I'm not talking
to
Super. Super hook you up. I was sitting there. I was sitting the other day, and
get them monogrammed
while I was
and
on
stuff.
fire. I was running through the streets on fire, and these things held up. They were great.
Yeah.
Yeah, they were great.
I set the fire by vaping.
Yeah,
on
it wasn't my fault.
I was vape smoking.
They were edibles. It's a complicated issue.
He's riding in here right now going, you guys
I can't believe you guys are talking about me.
After we had such a good, we did our, we'll get to another question in a sec.
Right.
We did our offshore fiasco fishing weekend. Man,
No injuries.
you need to,
Good for you guys.
you need to go on that one time, Kaufman.
I will, man. If I get invited, you guys don't invite
Well, I
me
mean,
to go fishing with you guys.
That's one where you have to pay for it, and we feel
Oh,
bad.
like
saying-
what is it? Like $100?
Yeah,
Okay.
like a little over that. It's a good
right.
time though.
Cover that just in the amount of the free beer that's included with it.
No
Oh,
kidding.
yeah. We wiped that out by what time?
It's a long Uber
2
ride
o'clock.
back for me, though. All right.
No, you just stay at the Hotel Country Inn and Suites across the street. We get a
Look at you
discount rate.
selling. You gotta.
Is it illegal for a renter? Thanks to everybody who came out to that, by the way. Is it illegal for a renter to rent out a home that has well water but no filtration system? The iron in my home is so bad and burns my whole family's eyes when we take a shower. Our water they meant to say undrinkable.
So you want to rent out the nuclear house and wonder if you're going to be liable if anybody gets hurt? Yes, that's easy.
Okay, so
Yeah. Don't do it. You can't rent something that has inherent problems with it. If somebody gets sick, somebody gets hurt. It's like I've had Airbnbs before with like holes in the floor that they don't tell you about, and somebody steps through and falls all the way through. Yeah. Don't
You get used to the smell of the well water.
You can get sick off that stuff.
no, but this is the actual renter. What should they do?
they got
Stop renting. Get out of it. Your lease. You have a right to what they call quiet enjoyment. And, you got to read your lease real well, but at the bottom of it, most likely it'll say who's responsible for what. I doubt it says you're responsible to fix the water if it's broken, but it could be.
You see what the well water does over a prolonged period of time to concrete and sides of
Orange.
buildings. Imagine what it does to your innards.
Yeah, orange. Mm-hmm. Orange and burns through it.
My ex-husband took our son to the doctor to have his vaccines updated. He's not very savvy when it comes to ... anything. The HPV vaccine, that's a herpes one.
It's not the herpes. It's that thing you need to get between, I think, 12 and 15 to make sure you don't get this weird STD that lasts forever. But
Yeah, herpes. Anyway.
Herpes, you can't get rid of herpes. You can just limit it.
What about NGU chlamydia?
Stop. He always has to.
Urethrogonococcal. Yeah, stuff like that. I was a medic in the Army. A lot of guys got some weird stuff.
Dude.
All right.
We got kids going to school. I almost just talked about the cauliflower. Remember, Pat, from my human sexuality book? The HPV vaccine was given to our son without explanation of the vaccine and didn't tell my ex-husband that it was not required for school. So they took it upon themselves to give it to him. Is there anything I can do? I feel like my child was violated.
Yeah, thank you. Thank him for it. Because your kid, when he's 20 years old, will thank God that somebody did that to him. If he meets, let's just say, somebody who has it. So yes, make sure he gets a second one. I believe there's a follow-up on that one too. I don't think there's just one.
I don't think that's the answer they were looking for.
Well, listen. Sometimes they're running through the shots. You have to show the damages. My kid was damaged because of this, virus. The shot they gave him. I know everyone's uncomfortable with certain shots, but the HPV is a smart one to get for your kids. I made sure that my kids got theirs, and it's just a good thing to do. But yes, if he has some negative issues with it, or he gets sick or something else, or there's actual damages, yes, you could have a problem. But if it was a basic mistake, I just let it go.
Somebody on the scrubs, when you were talking scrubs, they're a uniform for most medical professionals and are not disposable. They're meant to be washed easily. Yeah, they don't.
Well, I meant when I said disposable, I worked at a hospital when I was a medic, and we just gave them our stuff and they washed them. We got a new pair. But I know you get like superhero jammies and all the high end stuff.
When you're that's like your headphones.
Yeah, but I wouldn't want to bring human stuff home with me. I'd like stick it in a bag and you're walking around with other people's stuff on you.
Don't really. I'd be wearing it for the cred, like I said before. I think that's what's happening.
You'd be a dental hygienist. Look at me in my crib.
There's something about that uniform. Can I sue my employer for my cancer?
Well, it depends. Did your employer give you your cancer? That's always a issue. Did he make you work in a dangerous environment around, let's say, radiation or something else, and did it inform you? Was there an issue dealing with the building you were in? Sometimes, yeah. Yeah.
And then you have to find a way to prove it.
Yes, you'd have to prove he gave it to you. Now, if you said, well, he stressed me out beyond belief and I got cancer that way, that's a hard thing to prove.
If I'm wounded in a self-defense shooting, am I liable for my own medical expenses?
Sometimes if the person who is responsible for the shooting gets criminal charges against him, part of his restitution could be your medical bills. But normally it's going to be tough because I'm sure your bills are a couple thousand at least. So it's going to be hard to get that money back.
All right. If we didn't get to your question this morning and you need it answered right away, you can reach out to Jeff anytime you'd like. He'll get back to you.
Yeah, personal injury, again, is his specialty. Three easy ways to get in touch with him. Jeff at whenyouneedus.com is his direct email. Jeff at whenyouneedus.com. Pound 546 on your cell or 407-500-JEFF.
For Jeff Kaufman at Kaufman and Lynd. Sorry about your earbuds there, dude.
Yeah, don't worry, man. We were moving, though. That was a quick segment. We were flying.
Yeah, it's because you came in hot and we just cranked right. We were hot then.
You had a head of steam built up as you came in, Jeff.
Yeah. This train was moving.
Right, see you next Monday.
Later.
Fletcher Taco on to download the iHeartRadio app and listen anytime, anywhere.
This is JRR.
This